heading on over into West Virginia, crossing the Ohio River. This is an absolutely amazing bridge. Sun's beginning to come out. The day has been phenomenal, and this sign welcomes us to wild and wonderful West Virginia. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Point Pleasant, West Virginia, and the Mothman town. I've been here before to check out Mothman, or at least the Mothman Festival, but I've never been inside the museum, so I figured since I'm passing through here, I might as well check out the museum. And if you haven't seen the Mothman Festival video, well, then what are you waiting for? Go check it out in the Traveling Man playlist, or I'll try and put a link in the description box below if I can remember. Yes, they have this huge Mothman statue here in the middle of downtown. And this sign here talks about the legend. Basically, on a chilly fall night in November of 1966, two young couples drove into the TNT area north of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, when they realized they were not alone. What they saw that night has evolved into one of the greatest mysteries of all time, hence the Mothman legacy began. It has grown into a phenomenon known all over the world by millions of curious people asking questions. What really happened, and what did these people see? Has it been seen since? It still sparks the world's curiosity, the mystery behind Point Pleasant, West Virginia's Mothman, and this is what everyone has believed that they've seen multiple times. It has something to do with, there was a bridge collapse, and people believe that Mothman was responsible for it. One of the bridges down there that goes across the Ohio River collapsed. All right, but this is the Mothman Museum. Oh man, checking it out, so exciting. I love cryptids, and West Virginia tends to have a lot of cryptids. And the crazy old lady's joining us too. She's here for the Mothman Museum and gift shop.
That's about to fall off the door.
I got it. I got it. Oh man. Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so awesome. Look at this. Cryptids of West Virginia. The Veggie Man, the Sheep Squatch, the Snarlyagster, and of course Mothman himself.
Put it downstairs.
Oh, they've got some really great mugs here
They're
for the Mothman. Oh my gosh, look at all the great folk tales of the cryptids. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, they got some really good posters here for Mothman.
Here.
Oh my gosh, look at this. You can build your very own Mothman or the Flatwoods Monster. A lot of these from West Virginia. They got Mothman mugs. All right, heading on in to the Mothman Museum. This is really cool. Oh my goodness, wow. And I got this glow-in-the-dark Mothman pin.
There you go.
This is so awesome. I love it. I love all the weird stuff like this. West Virginia, wild, wonderful, and weird. I will agree with that. The TNT bunkers, if you guys haven't seen my video on the Mothman Festival, I did go visit the TNT bunkers.
November 2nd, 1966.
Yeah, these are there's a diorama of the Igloo TNT bunkers. Here we can see all of the handwritten accounts from 1966. This is the original accounts of the Mothman sighting. That is really cool.
13 pages, front and back.
Wow. For this, we got a search for Mothman claw machine. That is cool. Wow, we look at this humongous Mothman costume here. That is just slightly terrifying. This museum is, for its size, very extensive. Just look at all of the newspaper articles over the years from all of the different events and tragedies that happened in this town that are linked to what is believed to be the Mothman. I mean, if I stood here and read all of these accounts and news articles, we'd be here for a long time. But they even have UFO makes return visits over Mason probe. A probe asked. There's more UFO sightings linked to the Mothman. This news article claims that people were in fear of the UFO bird, aka the Mothman. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at that. There's another horrifying Mothman costume. Love this. This news article is really cool looking. And here we have, this is talking about the Silver Bridge disaster, which is believed to have been caused by the Mothman. And they have this interactive display here that you can read about all the history of the incidents. I'm not going to go over all of it, but essentially the bridge collapsed and a bunch of people died, and Mothman is believed to be the one that's to blame. So you can see here they have comic books about Mothman, and there's apparently a movie about Mothman with Richard Gere. Here you can see here is a original picture of the Silver Bridge in 1966 before it collapsed. Wow, look at this. The Mothman here on a quilt. That is awesome. I'm not sure what this is. Maybe this is an original piece of the styrofoam concrete used in the Mothman Prophecies movie. Oh wow, so this was like a movie prop from the Mothman movie. Tons and tons of just really old Mothman artifacts down here that are really awesome. Mothman droppings. Okay. Yeah, here's the official movie poster for the Mothman Prophecies. And they've got all kinds of artifacts from the movie here. Oh, look at this. We have a replica of the Silver Bridge. That is awesome. And they've even got records for Mothman, 45 RPM records. And this talks about the Silver Street Bridge. Looked like it was a beautiful bridge. Wow, look at this. We've got this sign, the world's only Mothman museum. Definitely, because there's not another Mothman in the world. Then over here we have the Men in Black, which when I was at the festival, there were guys, a couple of guys walking around that were dressed just like this, the Men in Black, and I was just like, And I don't believe they were meaning the Men in Black from like the movie, but maybe they were. But I'm gonna read this sign and then that should answer the question. So after briefly reading over some of the information about the Men in Black, what I gathered is they were a group of men that were always dressed really well in black suits with white shirts, and they always drove old school black cars like old Cadillacs or Lincolns, and they would come through the town in groups and they would taunt witnesses or people that they were after or supposedly after, and they were kind of like a mysterious, almost like another cryptid, but they were real people. So, and a lot of people thought maybe they were like all in your head kind of a thing, like they weren't actually real. Oh, it looks like we have a board game for Point Pleasant. This almost looks like Monopoly. Yeah, I think this is like a version of Monopoly. And then we can come in here. This is the Mothman. Welcome to Harris Hall and the Museum Media Room. Yeah, this is Harris Steakhouse. Oh my gosh, we got a terrifying Mothman there up on the ceiling. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that is really horrifying. Yeah, so this old diner, Harris Steakhouse, belonged to Carolyn Harris, who lost her 3-year-old son in the bridge accident, and her husband. And she would always tell stories about the town and everything, and she was just a well-known person in the town. So this is really cool to see, basically like a replica of the diner, and I'm sure some of this stuff is probably out of the diner. Like this would have been the lunch counter. Oh my goodness, we got another Mothman up here. That is creepy. Mothman from Fallout 76. That's cool. Oh my goodness, look at this giant Mothman here. I often find it interesting that Mothman, in every depiction of Mothman, he always looks different. Similar, yet very different at the same time, if you know what I mean. Like, this Mothman looks very different from this Mothman, which looks very different from all the other Mothmans we've been taking a look at. But I didn't know that there was a Mothman Fallout 76. I'll have to look that up and see if that's a real thing. Oh, just, yeah, look at all the artifacts that they have there. This is awesome. Mothman in pop culture is what all of this is. Here we got another Mothman with a flying saucers book down there, and even some comics.
A shadowy being can be seen as it took to the skies. 2 reports from hunters came in during the years of 2009 and 2013. They both claimed to have seen a creature in the TNT area. In one case, it was spotted.
Oh my gosh, you guys, that was an incredible museum for the size that it was. What did you think about it? I think there was a lot of history in there that would be interesting to explore more.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not fake per se, but I'm sure that people didn't see what they really thought they saw.
They just thought they saw it, and then just other people thought, oh, maybe I saw it too, kind of a thing. You know how one person says one thing and it just spreads, even though it's not.
And they had a huge investigation over it.
Yeah, so
they made a movie out of it.
I got this Mothman root beer that's actually brewed here locally, and I wanted to try it for you guys before popping into, there's like a mercantile next door that they also own. Hey, that's not bad actually. It's not the best that I've ever had. It's a little bit weak, but it is good.
It smells good.
Yeah, it is. It is good. I would prefer it to be a little stronger, but the flavor is really good on it. So let's pop in next door. All right, here it is. Mothman Blacklight Mini Golf. Oh my goodness. Look at this.
That looks like 7-Up.
What?
The Mothman.
Oh yeah, it's a Mountain Dew Mothman.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. This is so cool. Point Pleasant Trading Company. Heading on inside. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so cool. Look at all the Bigfoot stuff. I like that. The squishy Bigfoot. Believe in Bigfoot. There's Bigfoot plushes. Look at this terrifying Bigfoot monster over here. That is really creepy. Oh my gosh, they've got Mothman plushes. All kinds of cool stuff. There's the Flatwoods monster. I love the Flatwoods monster poster. Oh my goodness, why do I love this Bigfoot? That is a cool Bigfoot shirt. That Bigfoot shirt is awesome. Look at this giant Mothman plush here that we have. It's a squishable one. Oh my gosh, you guys, these Mothman plushes are humongous. They look like Mothman accidentally exploded. Oh my gosh, you guys, there is a huge Bigfoot. What do I want to even call it?
Yeah, it's me, Bigfoot. Don't just stare like I'm on a trail cam. Prove you saw me, and I'll give you your fortune.
It's like a Zoltar, but it's Bigfoot. That is so great. All right, everyone, I popped over here to the Piggly Wiggly here in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, because I've seen this store before when I went to the Mothman Festival, but I've never actually gone inside to take a look at it. Piggly Wiggly is such an awesome store. Usually the insides are all old school, and we have a few of them in Ohio, and there's a bunch of them in West Virginia, and this one is definitely old school, so we're gonna take a look. I needed to stop off and get some peanut butter anyways, heading over to the Charleston, West Virginia area. Oh wow, you guys, look at these carts. These are like a new style. I've never seen Piggly Wiggly carts like this before. That is amazing. Oh, crazy old lady's being cranky right now because she ate food.
Well, every time I eat, I fall asleep
I know.
uncontrollably.
Yeah, I know.
It sucks.
And you didn't even have any of that turkey that makes you so drowsy.
Oh yeah, turkey's got something in it that makes you sleepy.
Yes, I had it, and I'm not
Forget what it's
sleepy.
called.
I was going to say lectins, but I don't think that's right. You
Get
okay?
out of here.
Oh,
gotta
man.
bend over.
No,
Oh, how
out
hard
here.
that is.
Look at this. It's not that hard.
I'm not
Bam!
35 anymore.
We got to have fun today.
40 years older than you.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I love the way that this store looks with that classic sign up there, the Piggly Wiggly, the giant pig up there. I actually have some real official Piggly Wiggly signs from inside. I think it was the Wellston, Ohio store, and I'm so lucky to have it. It's awesome. Look at this, you guys. They have a Piggly Wiggly Mountain Dew. That is awesome. I've never seen that. And the signs in here are phenomenal. They're so old school. You guys, for a small town grocery store, and I know I'm saying small town because I'm used to really big cities, they have a really nice produce section. Okay guys, have you ever seen a grocery store that makes up their own trail mix and just puts it in generic Ziploc bags like this? That is phenomenal. That is cool. So like if you're road tripping or something and you happen to come upon this Piggly Wiggly, you can just pick up like local trail mix. That is awesome. They just they just took a bunch of different stuff and crammed it together in that's amazing. And it's $3.11.
That's cheap.
Or they're doing it by the weight, so $2.40. Okay, so I have to highlight this here because I go to Jungle Jim's, which is for Cincinnati cheap, and their cakes are $13. But this one here, red velvet cake, is $7.99.
Wow.
Wow.
It's smaller.
Even if I get the double layer one, this is like a double layer one.
That's what you get in Cincy.
That's $14.99, but normally I get like this size.
No, we normally just
Oh my goodness, you guys, look at the signs that they have for the that tells you what's down the aisle, and it says Piggly Wiggly on. That is cool. All right, you guys, just look at how this place, the aesthetics of it, the meat market and the Piggly Wiggly up there. That is so great. Okay, you guys, this Pepsi display is amazing. Look at that. It's all metallic. Wow. The stupidest things amuse me, I know. But what?
ranch flavored.
Oh yeah, those are actually pretty good.
They are?
Yeah, the Chester's ranch fries. Just wanted to give you one last little look at all the amazing Piggly Wiggly goodness. Look at that. And then we have all the pig signs that are just everywhere, even over here in the dairy section. Oh my gosh. Sherbet, rainbow sherbet ice cream and lime sherbet ice cream, and what the? I've not seen that before. Oh my gosh, you guys, I had to get a picture of this since we're in the Mothman area. They have Mothman signs in the store. There's Piggly Wiggly and Pepsi, and then there's grab a cold Mountain Dew here with the Mothman. All right, you guys, that was a look at the Mothman Museum, the gift shop, and the Mercantile next door. If you liked this kind of content, then subscribe to check out more awesome content just like this. You can also check out the links on screen and in the description box below for member-exclusive content, but that's going to do it here from Point Pleasant, West Virginia. There is much ahead, and the vlog is not over. At least this one's over, but it's not really truly over because there are more adventures ahead. I will see you guys on the next episode.